welcome back to another episode of the Greenlands Farming Contracting. My name is Simulation Coordination, and you join me here in a field of barley. This is spring drilled barley. This field on the one over the fence there that is in some desperate need of a little bit of assistance. Quite a bit of weed coming back through here, so we're going to have to bring the sprayer out again and tackle this before it gets too bad. This field on the one over there. The winter wheat over here, though, is a completely different story. Looks much better for itself there. Nice and clean looking. Really is quite smart, quite a dense looking crop there as well. So I'm very happy with how that is coming along. But yeah, we need to get onto that wheat, onto the barley, sorry, fairly quickly. So what we're going to do today is, before we get the sprayer out, there's some changes afoot. It's been a long time since we've been here with you folks, and we've been busy. Most of our first cut silage has been done, both ours and the contract work we have. So that's really pleasing, actually, just to see that we've got ahead of that front, so we can kind of move on and step away from that. We've been doing a little bit of fertilizer, a bit of slurry application as well. Some news may be coming on that front, but we've been dealing with a organization locally here, and just dropped my phone down there. We've been dealing with an organization locally who have asked us to help them out in quite a big way, and to do so, look at that winter oilseed rape, by the way, flowering up nicely there. Looks very, very good. To do so, we have had to hire on a fairly long-term hire for about 4 months a fantastic bit of equipment. Now, you may have seen it already there, but we're going to walk you through what the plan is here and why we stepped up with this. And there's a few things we're going to go and change this morning just to make sure that we can step up and really take part in this. So let's just swing this into here. From an operations standpoint, we've been busy. We've built a lot of bales so far for first cut silage there. We're actually out knocking the last bit down today, and then we will be all done for the first cut silage. But yeah, it's been good so far. I've been really pleased. But the main thing you're gonna see, oh, the feeder wagon's on still from mixing it this morning. Let's turn that off. Cattle are doing well in here as well. The main thing you can see through the mesh on the cattle shed here is there is a Class Jaguar in the building. And this is ours for now, for the next 4 months-ish, give or take. We're not doing first cut silage, or we're not doing clamp silage. We have been contracted by the local biogas plant, which is actually just over there, really. They have a large acreage of rye, and they want us to help get that in. And they also have a few customers who have also got rye in the nearby area that they are looking to harvest and get carted in. So we had some conversations there. We pitched a tender to them, really, because it's also going to involve a little bit more work. But we pitched a tender, we figured out the costs, and then as a result, I had to find someone to lease us a forager. Now, typically I was going to go class because, well, we've got class harvester now, class baler. We've got a very good relationship with them there, and I wanted to keep that going. And that's been working out quite well for us. So we did that. Looked into Phantek, I think it is, or Cortana. Very impressive, but just couldn't get one. So this has come in. It's a 950 Jaguar. It's more than enough for what we need there. It has the whole crop header on the back. At the moment, that's all we will be needing. If that should change, of course, we'll look into bringing in the correct piece that we do need. And yeah, so hopefully we shall see where that goes. Now, what we can do is we're going to be carting that. We have the tractors to cart that away. But what we don't have at the moment are the trailers with the silage sides on. But that is about to change. We're going to drop off these two. We've already got them hooked off. We've ordered the silage boards, and we're going to get them fitted onto here today. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to take these on down, and then we'll be able to see how that goes, really, and we'll look like a proper contracting unit there now once we have the silage size on there and everything else. So that's going to be fantastic. Now, one of the things that we are doing, we are obviously going to be helping this local biogas plant fill up their clamps with silage, which is great, but we're also going to be helping them remove any of the local digestate as well. So that is going to be applied to some of the fields nearby. So we're going to be looking into doing that. I'm looking into a few different options. There's a local dealer that has come up with a good dribble bar application system. So we might have to look into that one. What I'm thinking of doing as well is actually sticking one of the older classic tractors onto the pump. Maybe the John Deere there would be fantastic on that, just to sit it on there and let it just tick over and pump, and then we can have one on the fence on the dribble bar, maybe, or maybe we'll do it the other way around. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but that's what we're looking like. So that could be really exciting, actually. I'm very much looking forward to see how that all progresses. And it's going to be another string to the bow, something else that we can do there. And getting in with a larger biogas plant such as this does mean that you have a little bit more diversity, because ultimately, as much as it's great having the local farmers to support and assist in the area, you know, if they should decide to disappear there, the biogas plant's still always going to be there, and they're always going to have that custom. So that is important to us. But yeah, we will see how that continues to build out. But for now, we're going to get some silage boards, get those stuck onto these trailers here. I think they'll have them with them. We're going to leave the trailers here. I'm going to stay with them for about an hour or so, and then we'll come back to you, and then yeah, let's see what they look like when they're all set up. And that was, well, more than an hour-ish well spent. Look at these. Don't they just look awesome? We are all kitted up. We've only got 2 of the 3 trailers that have them on and attached now. Main reason for that being, it really is that it does look like we are going to be drawing very close to the plant. Now, we'll see how we go with 2. And then we can always add a 3rd on should we need to there. And we have obviously the 3rd trailer with them. So we'll see what that looks like really, and if we need to, then we've got an option elsewhere. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. There's going to be an exciting upgrade there, exciting change up really in pace for the business. I really feel like that could be something that's going to be interesting to document, if nothing else. That I get to drive a forager, which I haven't done in a long time, which would be really cool. And yeah, we'll be able to see ourselves slowly but surely improve and expand as the business goes. So looking forward to it. We are going to have a bit of a look at some of this pumping equipment in the coming weeks. We're just waiting for a phone call back to plan it all out really. But yeah, that's something that's a little bit further down the line, but I'd like to have a setup so we can accommodate them as soon as possible. From our standpoint, all of our grassland is ready to go really. We might look to where we can, because we have the slurry tanks, of which we would need a dribble bar on those soon, just to keep in line with some of the up and coming changes to regulations. So we'll see if we're going to keep that, or if we'll go to maybe switch to dribble bar on there as well, or just a pump and dribble bar application. But we'll see. So that's going to be the interesting parts to look at. But yeah, lots kind of being thought about at the moment there as we work along. Everything else is growing along very well though, like I say, and I'm impressed with the amount of first cut silage work that we've had. What's the concern is that the weather's been very warm, so very warm and very dry, so regrowth of silage ground hasn't been the best. So there might be some folks in a bit short supply of fodder when it comes to the winter, and crucially as well, if it stays like this, which the long-term forecast might project that it's going to, it could be, we could see limitations on how much grass there is around the end of the summer. And if that's the case, then you know, farmers will have to start looking into using their winter fodder earlier and earlier. So if we can avoid that, hopefully we will. But that's just something we need to think about in the coming days, weeks, and months. Yeah, there is our lineup. Actually, these trailers look fantastic when they're all kitted up, ready to go. Love it. But yeah, what we're going to do for now, that's all looking good. There's all our silage as well, all hauled in there. You can see everything in the black wrap is the new ground. And then as you look out over the back here, you'll see that the grass is starting to come up a little bit. Obviously, quite a bit more growth needed before we can get another cut off of there. But we will see what we can do about that. And then we can move along. But yeah, let me know how you're getting on as well. If you've started your silage, how it's coming, if your first cut's been successful or not. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to hear that. But what I'm going to do anyway is stick this fence straight onto the spray, because I want to go and get those weeds taken care of before they grow through and become too excessive. The trailers for now, you know what, we'll just leave them here. We'll have to disconnect them both anyway to move them around a little bit. Yeah, very, very smart little lineup there. I can't wait. So yeah, we need to get this herbicide on and get these weeds tackled so we don't run into too many more issues there. And then I think once that's done, really we're looking good for all of our cereal crops. Came in there a bit too wide. Still looking to try and find a slightly bigger class header as well for the Lexion. I just feel like that's going to be a little bit too small for the output. If we have to go with it for the first season, we will. But we'll see what they can find. Again, now it's not really a good time to try and find anything like this. If you're looking for it and you've yet to acquire something, you might struggle to get a hold of what you need actually. If we were to order that combine brand new today, I've been told it would be about a year until we would actually receive it on the farm. So it's a bit of a challenge all around. We're going to fill up with some herbicide here, get the spray tank filled up as well, and then on we go. Okay, then up the old truck we go here. I haven't done a great deal of the spraying this year, actually. It's been nice not to have to do too much of it and have the workers here to do it for us, but still, it's always good to get out and about. You'll see, again, not too much grass coming through here, little bits here and there, but we are a little bit short. I'm very, very pleased with how that oilseed rape is coming through, though. That does look very, very good. And so there's all of the winter field crops up here, actually. And off we go. This grassland here, we're not going to top it down for a while. We're going to leave it to grow. The reason we do that because there may be nesting birds in here in June and July. So we're going to leave it all the way through until the fall for them to give them a little bit more coverage, which is fine. I don't really mind too much there. Mainly, we just have it here as a bit of a track through anyway. So that's it doesn't bother us too much at all. And we'll be all set up. Take our time around the corner here. Yeah, this has really come through actually the last few days there. This has really surprised me at how much it's developed, but you know, that's why we have a sprayer anyway. We'll get this all covered off nice and quickly. All right, as you can see, the section control and the seed sprayer automation is working there. We are really efficient when we spray on our cereal crops now. You can see the selective application is perfect. Really limits how much herbicide is going into the soil. I really, really do enjoy watching that work. As long as there's, along with the section control there as well, really does that provide a much more efficient output and operation. And around we go. We'll get into this corner here. Excellent, and that'll kill everything off here as well. So we'll our overall yield won't be affected too much. We can kind of rest easy with that, and we'll be able to look forward to a decent output towards the. This looks, because this is spring drilled here, we won't be getting into this, assuming the harvest is regular conditions there. We won't get into this for a while, but when we do, it'll be about August, September, and hopefully our yield should be looking pretty good and resilient. But yeah, otherwise that's it really. We'll be trying to get everything set up in the next few days to crack on with the BGA work. As soon as we get the green light to go there, the BGA manager is dealing with the land manager where they have the ground, and they'll be letting us know. But realistically, I am almost ready to go. We have a rake for the telehandler. I'm gonna have to look in to see if, I mean, for this first round, we're gonna just try and crack on with our telehandler there and see if it's enough, because we don't need to use all of the tractors on the carton or even raking at that point, because we're not mowing anything. We will probably look to stick one of the fence onto the heap as well if we need it, so we can get onto the clamp there. Maybe put the big 936 on there and have it pull in or using some kind of compaction rake and a roller maybe, but we'll see how we go. Anything that can speed up the whole process really is going to be a must. But yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting to see how we develop and what that progress looks like. Come and join us as we get through into the biogas work, into the ryegrass, and onwards with the slow expansion of the business. Really excited to see how that goes, and I'd love to hear your input as well, your comments and your feedback as we progress. For now, we're just going to keep spreading this along, kill off these weeds here, get back on top of this, and then into the next field, and we're done. So we will leave you about here, and we shall join you later on down the line next week with a bit more of an update. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing. If you've liked this and you've yet to do so, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.